Hi, this video is on the index match function in Excel. It's very similar to the VLOOKUP formula for those who are familiar with it. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first we're going to need some data to play around with. So I like to use the Fred add-in for Excel from the Federal Bank of St. Louis. Let's go ahead and pull in a data series here, and we'll just pull in unemployment so we have something to play around with. Alright, so here's some data we can play around with. And let's look at what both index and match do. Okay. So type in index and match here, and let's do an example. So index says, give me an array. An array is just a list. So if you give it a list, it says, okay, what row number in that list do you want? So what item in that list do you want? So I want the, let's say I want the fifth item, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 3.5. So if I want the fifth item in that list, it should return me with 3.5. Let's see if that happens. It does indeed. So index says, give me a list, tell me what item number you want in that list, and I'll return that value to you. So what does match do? Match says, okay, give me the value you want to find. So I want to find 3.5. Tell me where you want to find that. So, what list contains that number? And this list contains that number. And then, do you want an exact match? Do you want a less than or greater than match? Exact match is by far the most common. I'm not going to get into the other two for now. Let's go ahead and look for an exact match. So we're looking for 3.5 in this list, and it's going to return the item number in that list. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 3.5. So we'd expect to see 5 here. And we do see that. All right, so this comes in pretty helpful. Now let's go ahead and we're going to look for a date. So we're going to use this cell to kind of feed our function. Let's go ahead and type in 9/1/18. And I like to use some of the formatting tools Excel has, so I'm going to go ahead and just mark this as an input cell. And we're going to go ahead and now do the index match function. All right, so what index has the value that we want to find? So this is the list of values, so we're going to go ahead and just select the whole column. And row number, to get the row number, we're going to use a match to return a row number for an item we want to look up. So we want to look up this 9/1/2018 value. We want to look it up in this column of dates. And we want an exact match. All right. So this is looking, so since these two columns are related, it's going to look up and find 9/1/2018 in the list on the left and get the position of that. And then we're going to say get this list and give me the value that's at the position that match returns. So we're going to hit enter and we get 3.7. Good. Formulate or format this one too. So 3.7 is what I get for 9/1/2018. Let's see if that works. And here it is, 9/1/2018. So that's how the index match function works. It has a couple of pretty nice features that VLOOKUPs don't have. If you want to look up using a value that's not in the far left column, with index match you can do that. With VLOOKUP you can only look in the far left column. So one way index match is a little bit better. With the index match function, you can also do a two-dimensional lookup. So let's say I want to look for dates in this column, but then I also have a header here that has different values I want. So I can specify that, hey, I want to find and match one value here, but I also want to match one value here, and it can return a value and give me a 3D lookup. So these are a couple of the ways in which index match are especially helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. If you want any more information on two-dimensional lookup or anything else, let me know and I'll post a video. Thanks for watching.